Yo, welcome back everybody. It's time for the barometer. Is this a healthy meta? He asks. Nope, not a healthy meta. Why do we know it's not a healthy meta? Because Tess is a good hero again. And why is Tess a good hero? Because everybody's doing the same thing. And if everybody starts doing the same strat, Tess becomes a good hero. And she gets to skyrocket off the fact that you can take the same tribes off everybody's boards, or the same key high roll minions, aka Greasebots, and just do disgusting things. Gathering up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever amount of Greasebots, and then just scaling passively on the board. There's never been an easier way to win lobbies. Greasebot may be a bit overtuned, let's be honest. It doesn't automatically win games, but it is so brain dead. That's not a very healthy way for this game to pivot toward, because quite frankly, if you can just AFK games and win the lobby, we probably should nerf these things. All right, enjoy. On their board, like locking that one doesn't make any real sense. Double bird, buddy. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, this guy's trickster that he had on the board, you're basically saying I'm going to level, I'm going to push the button, I'm going to lose the stats in the tavern tipper so that I can get a 4-star the next turn. Like if we know people have the minion, we can just take it later in the game when it's more impactful. Or couldn't we have that on the first board? Well, we could take the tipper pair. It isn't terrible, considering that we just need somebody to have a tipper on a board. God damn, man. Tavern tippers, current year. Yo, Viper Strike. Thank you so much for the 16 months, my dude. No triples here, just mech synergy. I like the bird. Could be bird level. Could be bird stay down. Probably should argue that Geomancer goes. 1 gold, 2/4 buff. Minions on the board receive trickster buffs too, so like the 2/4 is even better than that. Tavern Tipper's great for mutinous. Yeah, I mean, it's situationally useful for a turn or two for certain heroes. Situationally useful if you get double, like double Tavern Tipper is a playable combo. Single Tavern Tipper is typically bait to buy. So like the opportunity that you steer into it is, we'll just call it uncommon. It's uncommon that you should steer into Tavern Tipper. Once or twice a day, you know, 20% of your lobbies, 10% of your lobbies, somewhere in that range, you'll have Tavern Tippers on your board. Turn 1 tippers bait, unless you have double tipper in the shop. Typically, yes. I mean, if you have really bad minions, then sometimes it's good. Especially if you're going to level 2 on 2. Because a 3/4 body in 2 turns is better than absolute garbage. Like, you know, reroll or hyena or something. If you're going to go 3 on 3, then reroll significantly better. Boo. Yay. Meh. Alright, not good enough. But at least we get to trim down some damage here. Definitely not good enough. Wow, we can have his bullshit scaling board 2 turns too late. Why is Tess a hero? We haven't pushed our button yet. We're gonna have to go manually find our own triples. So we just take the stats, put it on the board. Don't see any real reason to steer toward Mechano Tank. Just take the Necrolite and steer toward Mama Bear. Probably not. This is almost worth just keeping on the board and just rolling. 2 out of 3, it's a board upgrade over anything else. Taking Amalgam is okay. Could freeze. Could double sell for a Hydra. We're very often taking this triple from him next turn. Whatever this 6-star is that he tripled into is going to be on our board. I understand that there's a miss here, you know? But hitting either of these 2 is so high value. Hey, look, a golden Greasebot. Good hit on the Trickster. Can't say that's the target I wanted you to buff, but you know, whatever. Got lucky. In hindsight, I should have moved Mama Bear back. Nah, we're definitely steering toward Greasebot. Do you want the cleave though? Miss Macaw triple? I don't want it. Why do I want Macaw triple? Missed a bad thing, Bofur. Why not take the bad one? How the fuck do you want a Macaw triple right now? Like, we're not going to commit resources into getting Macaw so that we can sell Macaw next turn. Seems pretty bad. Buster pivot? It's possible. It's possible the opponent would have Buster. Seeing as how he is a on 6 showing mechs. Then again, like, leveled to 6 last turn. Would have had to immediately roll in the Buster. Seems unlikely. Missed Mummy triple too. Yeah. Damn. Bad things. Hey look, Greasebot. This is why we steer in the Greasebot. Everybody tries to play the same fucking strat in the game right now. Was Greasebot a good take for him? Probably. Was Greasebot a good take for the Reno? Absolutely. So, like, there you are. Nice, we got that kill. That kill was huge. Huge! Now we're scaling at the rate of Reno, a turn behind. It's fine, don't worry about it. We want the pup bot? Yeah. I don't think I'm leveling. Am I keeping the tipper on the board for a turn? Probably, right? McCleave, I miss you already. I'd love to be able to level and go find Meckrel and whatnot. Turns out Tess is good when everyone plays mechs. Yeah, but you gotta get it at a timely point. This is gonna be one of the good examples of a Tess game where it works out. Because we got turn 8, turn 9 Greasebot opponents, right? It's a big difference between getting a turn 8 Greasebot opponent and a turn 11 Greasebot opponent. But there are so many people that are going to be playing mechs in the current meta, it does enable Tess to be decent. And that's why I was talking about at the beginning of the game that Tess is better in tournament meta than it is on ladder, because people aggressively level and take win conditions in tournament games in mech lobbies. They play a lot of heroes that are weak and they take a triple into a 6. You get to win the round and steal the win condition from them by staying lower. There are a lot more just like weird power curves on ladder where you're going to hemorrhage health in the mid game. And if you don't get lucky and get it quickly, you're going to have a lot of trouble. Hey, look, a Meckrel. Suddenly, the PupBot's quite large. Why is PupBot big? PupBot.tv. Reasonable scaling. Question is, do we kill him? Taking Bristleback also? Maybe. You can consider it. Kind of like leveling. So like level, hero power, double sell, double buy makes a lot of sense. This triple just never materialized. It's going to be a yes in this scenario, right? Honestly, we could just pull this shit all the way to the back. I want Muscalin. That being said, he looks quite scary. Now that board was pretty weak, to be fair, but... What do you think the chances that he has a Meckrel are? Fairly high. Taunted Meckrel is the reason he did 28 to somebody. It's not like this thing can kill it. What an awkward round. We just need to stay alive a little longer because we're going to start stealing shit. Explain why Splitter isn't worth it. Because it's just blood gems for next turn and a bad minion on the board for now. So like, really bad? Not good now, only good later isn't a viable thing to do. Alright. Can't say I love the Meckrel getting hit, but love the Meckrel value trading. All right, not dead. Take our pick of our composition. I think at this point we are taking Mechrel and Greasebot and nothing else. I'd really like a module. Interesting on Kangors. Does that change anything? Alright, we're going to take this now. See the triple, because it may make us want the Deflectobot or the Omega Buster here. Alright, we got the Greasebot. Alright, that kind of changes things, right? Like, this always goes. This always comes in. And then it becomes a question of, do you want to get out of mech scaling for Bristleback Knight? Or do I want to keep Wind Fury against anybody? GG? I don't think we're really that favored. I think we died to Reno at the moment. I think we beat this guy, though. We got to get some... We still have to buy time, is the problem. Like, Reno's had golden Greasebot since the beginning, so he's going to be very strong. And we lose to one person taunting a Mechrel. Quillboard double scales. Yeah, you just don't have enough hits on the board, right? If you theoretically lose the round and or get like full value, then sure. But you can't scale every one of these things multiple times. There aren't enough hits in a round. And if you're putting that far back, it really isn't getting that much value. The question is, which one's better in the long term with average scaling? And I think it is just Bristleback Knight. The Deflecto doesn't have enough value yet. We also board lock ourselves in that position. And the rolls are non-zero value. This is like the least important thing on the board. Might even argue that we bring it to the back. Because I expect to be a lot stronger than this guy. No Reborn Coiler. No. Oh sure, just give it to him. Give it to him anyway. Alright. I love these death rattles being on the board. We can get extra hits. Too bad on the Mechrel. Little Mechrel was so important. He was supposed to be scaling for us. Keck Wiggle. I think we got him. I'm a little scared of Reno, but I think we get everybody else. This guy, if he gets full golden, will beat us still. But that's still a little ways to go. We have a 50-50 for the ghost. We do get it. We'd really like modules and taunts at the moment. Because this guy can't really afford to play Leroy. So if we taunt up Mechrels, it's going to be a nightmare to him. Oh my god, it's a module. Looks like I'm taking it, right? The last thing we do in the turn is steal the minion. Because we can commit exact gold and not have to roll from that position. So we look for the module first. Could take the pair on the Bristleback Knight. But we have to break something else, which we're never going to do. Okay. Taunt up the baby. Diversify stats a little bit. And Keck Wiggle. That's what we do. We Keck Wiggle. Best thing he adds a Greasebot? Yeah, like everybody has Greasebot. What's gonna happen? I don't know. Tess is gonna collect them all. Become a Pokemon master. Yep, this is why we debated Tess in this lobby. It's kind of the extreme example where you ended up in a position where everybody hit Greasebot, which is hilarious. Like everybody, oh my god, the ghost has Leroy. You gotta ruin my scaling, huh? The ghost has a Leroy. So we taunted up the little mech rolls that Leroy is very often the counterplay here, right? But we don't expect the ghost to have it. Reasonable enough scaling. Interesting. Looks like Reno's not as strong as we gave him credit for. Early golden Greasebot. Now we could run a Leroy. I don't think I am, but we could. I like taunt givers and another module. Ideally. Okay. I'm not gonna do anything here. Need the search for more Greasebots. Well, we're gonna steal Greasebot from him, open up a spot, and then taunt this one up too. Next turn. Interesting on the night. Mega Wind Fury is good against this guy. So like picking up the Knight at some point in the middle of the game was definitely debatable. We just never got a time where we wanted to, or we were offered it that it wasn't expensive for us, where we wouldn't do a different play, or freezing like multiple gold. Yeah, it's gonna be very hard for him to win. He needs like Golden Bear and Golden Bird, Reborn Bird, Golden Bird, or whatever. This could be big enough to kill a mech roll if you got it late. It'll be your sell if you had to. At this point, if we had to sell, like we had like an extremely good reason to sell, is probably Deflecto. Because we don't reliably get reset anyway from it. But it is super unlikely that you would ever sell if you didn't triple. I love this song. Doesn't really fit the playlist, but we can go there. Who cares? He's running a Leroy too. That's not the hit. That's not the hit. That was nice at least though. Meh. A lot of meh. That was a good one. That was solid. That was decent too. Decent. Decent. Coin flip. Bad. Alright, we lost a 20%er. Why wouldn't we lose every 20%er today? That's fine. Whatever, Bob. Gonna start by seeing the triple. It's nothing. We need to put another minion on this board, so. Question is it Leroy? Or is it another shield? It's probably Leroy, right? You ever freeze for a sparring partner? Feels like sparring partner's a freeze. Take Menace, take sparring partner. Like, we don't really need Leroy against this guy. That Wind Fury does the job just fine. We can put a reset on a mech roll to reset Deflectobot. And we can taunt up something that isn't a mech roll, but decrease the likelihood that he snipes with Leroy. Like we can taunt up a Greasebot probably. Is Lee doing better? He's doing a little better. He's gradually gotten a little bit better day by day. It's good to see, because it's sad seeing a sick puppy. Hey, your Buster's taunted. It That's unfortunate. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. You just hate to see it. He did get the golden buster and reborn bird, but haunted golden buster doesn't do it. Take the Greasebot, Bofur. Could be this, honestly. What's GG? I mean, he could be double Leroy. He can still beat us off double Leroy. But 7 Greasebots is pretty good. Gotta catch them all. Every Greasebot in the game. We hit all of them. Obviously, we're making duped copies, so we're cheating. But hey, we got all 7. Heck wiggle. Plus 15 plus 10 on every hit. Yep. It's Leroy's that beat us. Should play around Ghoul. Alternative way to play around Ghoul is to play one of these guys so Ghoul doesn't get hit on the left side. Guess this is playing around Ghoul too. Like if Ghoul attacks manually and hits here. But I don't think he plays Ghoul. He plays Leroy's. Easy clap. Good job, Greasy boy. Not like it was relevant, but it was the counterplay to Leroy's just taunting up other stuff. What did I just walk into? I'm murdering. I'm murking. Why is our board so huge? What is this balanced card? Overbalanced, dude. Overbalanced. Even good scaling in that round. That vine refresh needs removed? I don't know. I think Greasebot is too autoplay to be in the game. But I think you could bring it down quite a bit by just reducing the stat scaling on it. I think Meckrel's a relatively healthy card for the game. You just can't have passive scaling and Meckrel. It's too much. That level of passive scaling plus Meckrel, that's too strong.